at a crossroads. The ancient wisdom of our ancestors, preserved in sacred texts, contains powerful and profound truths about love, justice, and the divine. Yet, interpretations have often led to division, conflict, and disregard for the earth that sustains us. Harmony emerges not as a replacement for existing faiths, but as a path to unify their core principles and apply them to the challenges of our time. It emphasizes interconnectedness, the understanding that all beings, human and non-human, are part of a single sacred web of life. Its purpose is to promote human flourishing, cultivate global peace, and safeguard the environment for future generations. It honors the wisdom of the Quran, the Bible, the rabbinical texts, the Hadith, and other sources of spiritual insight. So this is the part one, foundations, the oneness and the way of balance. Number one, the source. We acknowledge a single, ultimate source of all existence, beyond human comprehension. The source is the wellspring of love, wisdom, and justice. We may call it God, Allah, or by other names, understanding that all point to the same ineffable reality. This source is not to be limited by human interpretation. We acknowledge God, but emphasize the actions we can take to create a better world. Number two, interconnectedness, tikung olam agape. All beings are interconnected, bound together by an invisible web of life. Harm to one is harm to all. This principle demands compassion, empathy, and a commitment to social justice. We are all part of one ummah called to tikkun olam and to show agape. Number three, balance, mitzvah, sunnah, righteousness. The universe operates on principles of balance. Maintaining balance in our lives, our relationships, and our relationship with the earth is essential for well-being. This balance involves fulfilling our responsibilities, mitzvah, following the path of righteousness, sunnah, and acting with integrity. Point four, free will and responsibility, ikhtiyar bezora, or choice. We are endowed with free will, enabling us to choose between actions that promote harmony and those that disrupt it. With this freedom comes responsibility for our choices. God gave us ikhtiar, bezora, and choice, and we must use them wisely. Point number 5, inner jihad. The greatest struggle is the inner struggle against selfishness, greed, and prejudice. By conquering these internal obstacles, we can better serve the common good. This is the greater jihad. In fact, it is rather the greatest jihad. Part 2, pillars of harmony, actionable principles. Point number 1, compassion and justice. So Rama, Chesed, or love. Treat all beings with compassion and respect, regardless of their background or beliefs. Rama. Act justly in all our dealings, ensuring fairness and equity for all. Chesed. Show unconditional love to all. Strive to alleviate suffering and promote well-being. Point number 2, environmental stewardship. Khalifa, Shomrai, Adama. Guardianship. Recognize the earth as a sacred trust. Khalifa. We are stewards of this planet, not its owners. Protect and preserve the environment for future generations. Shomrai Adama. Live sustainably, minimizing our consumption, reducing our impact on the earth. We must become guardians of the earth. Value the environment and the animals in it, the water in it, and the air around it. Point number 3, peace and reconciliation. Salam, shalom, peace. Seek peace in all our relationships, resolving conflicts through dialogue and understanding. Salam, shalom. Forgive those who have wronged us and seek forgiveness from those that we have wronged. Promote understanding and cooperation between different cultures and religions. Peace is our most important goal, and we must strive to achieve it. Point number 4, wisdom and knowledge. Lim chochma wisdom. Seek knowledge and wisdom throughout our lives. Lum chochma. Question assumptions. Challenge injustice. And strive for truth. Use our knowledge to benefit humanity and the environment. Value knowledge and wisdom as our most powerful tools. Point number 5, service and generosity. Zakat, tzedakah, charity. Share our resources with those in need. Zakat, tzedakah. Volunteer our time and talents to serve the community. Practice generosity of spirit, offering kindness and support to others. The more we give, the more we receive. Part 3, practices living in harmony. Point number 1, reflection and prayer. Salat, telifa, meditation. Set aside time each day for reflection, prayer, connecting with the source, and reflecting on our actions. Salat, telfila, meditation. Pray for guidance, strength, and compassion. Engage in practices that cultivate mindfulness and self-awareness. Community and gathering. Ummah, kahal, community. Participate in a community of like-minded individuals supporting each other on the path of harmony. Ummah, kahal. Gather regularly for shared meals, celebrations, and acts of service. Create inclusive and welcoming spaces for all. Point number 3, ethical consumption. Halal, kashrut, mindful eating. Make conscious choices about what we consume, supporting ethical and sustainable business. Halal, kashrut. Reduce waste and recycle. Be mindful of the impact of our consumption on the environment and on other people. Point number 4, life cycle rituals. Akwiya, Brit Milah, naming ceremonies. Celebrate life's milestones with rituals that emphasize interconnectedness and gratitude. Akikwa, Brit Milah, naming ceremonies. Honor the cycles of nature and the changing seasons. Find common ground between our cultural differences. Point number 5, study and learning. Talmud, Torah, Ikra, lifelong learning. Commit to lifelong learning, studying sacred texts, scientific discoveries, and the wisdom of other cultures, Talmud, Torah, Ikra, share our knowledge with others. Never stop seeking truth. Part 4. Addressing contemporary challenges. Point number 1. Social justice. Combat all forms of oppression and discrimination, including racism, sexism, homophobia, and economic inequity. Point number 2, global cooperation. Work towards a world where nations cooperate to address shared challenges such as climate change, poverty, and disease. Point number 3, technological ethics. Use technology responsibly, ensuring that it serves human well-being and protects the environment. Point number 4, economic justice. Promote economic systems that are fair, sustainable, and equitable, providing opportunities for all to thrive. Point number 5, education for peace. Educate future generations about the importance of peace, justice, and environmental stewardship. Part number 5, the interpretation and evolution. This scroll that I'm reading out to you today is a living document, open for interpretation and evolution. It is intended to be a guide, not a rigid set of rules. As we learn and grow, our understanding of harmony will deepen. It should be reinterpreted with all the aforementioned texts in mind. We encourage dialogue, critical thinking, and a commitment to continuous improvement. The conclusion is harmony is a path for all who seek more just, peaceful, and sustainable world. By embracing interconnectedness, practicing compassion, and striving for balance, we can create a future where all beings can flourish. May peace prevail on earth. So the next point is an important consideration and justification. Synthesizing, not replacing. This isn't meant to be a replacement for existing faiths, but an overlay, a framework for understanding the shared ethical and spiritual values that can unite people. Action orientated. The emphasis is on practical action and ethical living rather than complex theological debates. Environmental focus. A strong emphasis is placed on environmental stewardship because it is a pressing global issue and a point of common ground for many spiritual traditions. Inclusivity. The language is deliberately inclusive, drawing on concepts and terms from different traditions. Adaptability. The final section on interpretation and evolution is crucial. The text acknowledges its own limitations and the need for ongoing dialogue and adaptation to changing circumstances. This is a starting point. A truly functional religion would require much more development of specific rituals, community structures, and interpretations. However, I believe this framework captures the core principles and provides a foundation for a faith that promotes human happiness, world peace, and environmental protection. Thank you very much. This is JC signing out.